Frankie, you had some interesting observations yesterday on how John F. Kennedy and his father relied on the mafia as part of it.
No. So there's pretty concrete, documented evidence that Sam Momo Giancana, who was basically an organized crime figure out of Chicago, along with a number of other underworld figures, played a role in helping to rig the election of 1960, especially in Illinois, for John F. Kennedy. Now, that doesn't make John F. Kennedy's accomplishments as president any less real, and yet I'm watching the hysterical media coverage and reading the hysterical newsprint over Donald Trump saying, yeah, if someone came to me and said, we have opposition research, he said, yeah, I'd listen, and then maybe I'd also tell the FBI. So yeah, it's so interesting to me that there seems to be so little outrage that there were underworld crime figures actually helping with a presidential campaign, but you want to say you're not going to listen to the opposition research because it comes from a foreign source? Baloney.
The Steele dossier. Steele dossier. That came from a foreign intelligence operative. It was sold to Perkins Coie, who was Hillary's attorneys. They brought it to the FBI to spark the FISA warrant.
Well, again, there's some debate. That's
my version.
That's it. But the other issue, speaking of foreign interference, that I wanted to absolutely be sure to comment on, that I alluded to in the Frankly Speaking news update there, is the fact that you have Saudi Arabia, Benjamin Netanyahu, and two of the president's leading foreign policy and military advisors doing whatever it takes to get us into a war with Iran. I don't know how this notion of a military response to Iran hasn't immediately been laughed off the world stage and the American stage, because you have 80% of the public saying we don't want war with Iran. You have now the owner of this Japanese tanker that was supposedly attacked by Iran yesterday saying that the American version's government, the government-approved version of what they're saying happened is not completely accurate. And you think to yourself, what would Hassan Rouhani, the president of Iran's reaction be? Shinzo Abe, the Japanese prime minister, is there. He says, look, these guys aren't developing nuclear weapons. Basically gives him a public endorsement on the world stage. So you mean Rouhani said at the same time, you know what, go attack one of his ships. It's baloney. It's absolutely baloney, and the people should not buy it. Don't get fooled again.